Is this supposed to flow? Am I supposed to look at you or the camera?
Look at.
I think just
look at Dan.
One is fine. This is Josh Starkey. He joined the crew two and a half years ago.
Yeah, about.
And decided he wanted to become a builder, and so he very quickly zoomed past everybody else, and is embracing the whole model of building with recycled materials. This is his house. He's building his house out of 50%?
60. 60%
recycled materials. And so anywhere in there is a good thing for the planet. Josh, tell us what you're doing here.
Well, I designed a one-bedroom craftsman house to suit my needs and those of my future family. I bought a lot more than Dan might, because when you're building it alone, and when I mean alone, I mean alone, some things are easier to have bought at the store. But it's a quirky little house with secret compartments and plenty of electricity and extra tall countertops because I'm a little bit taller than everybody. A urinal in the bathroom because I wanted it there. And a deck that you could host a wedding on. Just things that all just organically happened or I had in mind from, age 5 and on. So it's a fun little project, and it's all mine. And I'm proud to say that.
Talk a little bit about the organic process.
Well, you just kind of, people give us a lot more credit than we really do, because you just show up and build every day, and if a problem shows up on Tuesday, you solve it. It might bleed into Wednesday, but a lot of times what we get the most credit for were accidents and mess-ups.
Which lead to a new direction in design.
Right. And then you wind up with something you've never seen before.
Well, and that happens on every job site. It's just that they go, oh my Lord, this is a mistake. Let's back up and do the way the plan said.
Right. And here we celebrate it.
Yeah, then we celebrate it. Yeah. Talk a little bit about the structure.
Oh man, what a ridiculous structure. The southern wall is a 2x10 wall. All the other walls are 2x8 walls, where in traditional construction you wouldn't see anything over a 2x6 wall, and you might be even surprised to see a 2x6 wall. Everything's over insulated with metal siding and radiant barrier. Plenty of insulation and plenty of kinds of different safe insulations: blue jean fiber insulation, cellulose insulation, and then as little rock wool insulation as I could get away with. Because that is an irritant, but it is made of rocks, so it's super fire resistant, and or fireproof really, and we all like that quality. Double pane low-E windows. The entire house is structured out of Douglas fir and southern yellow pine, which are the two world premier framing lumbers, and we have them in bulk. And so the whole house is framed out of those. Paid a lot of attention to the insulated pocket. Everything is Tyvek'd and taped and glued and screwed. The inspectors would regularly stop by and just shake their heads and tell me I was building this place like a cabinet, and I'd take that as high praise. Because when the tornado comes through, everyone can come here while their houses fall down.
How about the scale of it?
Small scale, a little bit larger than I would have built with an empty lot, but I bought a lot with the foundation. So this is about 1/3 of the foundation, with the porch including some of that. 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 1.25 baths if you want to count the urinal. Bedroom, living room, bathroom downstairs. And then urinal and bedroom upstairs with closet space where it gets too low to walk. Actually, a lot more closet spaces than I originally intended once my girlfriend started making decisions. Open concept, which is something Dan doesn't know about, and plenty of lighting, which is another something I'm trying to instruct Dan on. I'm not an electrician. I'm not a professional. I do this every day electrician, so I think I over-illuminated the space, so I have dimmers on everything in case it's just too much light.
And why the drywall?
It's quick, it's cheap, and I would really like to move in. Also, when the Great Recession hit, we really had a slowdown with materials. So just the amount of walls and ceilings I had necessitated the drywall. And you know what? If I get more materials later, it's just as easy to take off as it is to put on.
Well, the inspectors often enough have said that they need to send builders over to you to get a little tutorial on how to build. What's your reaction to that?
Have they said that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's embarrassing. It's really your mindset going into it. I'm building this house for me, so I want it to be all it can be. When I first met with the inspectors to go over my plans, I invited them to stop any chance they had free time. Because if I'm halfway into plumbing and I've been doing it wrong the whole time, I want to know. If I'm going to have to rip it all out, let me rip it all out. Or if I'm doing something a little wrong that would pass inspection, but I could do it better and a seasoned hand could tell me that, please let me know. There's no point in shorting yourself, and I think if every builder had that mentality when they're building other people's houses, because every house is for somebody. Someone's going to live there. That's their house. And I think if we just look at it like that, you take a lot more care in what you build.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Have you had any help?
Yes. Early on, I had help lifting the walls. I would build them on the floor and then call Dan, and Dan would gather up everyone from around town and come, and we'd lift them, and they'd say, okay, see you later. And lifted 4 walls, installed 2 29-foot beams, barely installed 2 29-foot beams, and then I had help getting the OSB onto the 2nd story. But setting the rafters, installing the roof, all the drywall was myself. I don't recommend that. It was pretty stupid. But everything gets done correctly. Every screw met the purlin in the roof. There's not a patched hole on there. Every screw was torqued down just enough. I can't say as much for the drywall, but what's important really got done right, and I'm confident in it.
Do you enjoy mentoring people doing this?
I enjoy it. I'm not sure if they enjoy it so much all the time. You know, every day you get a little bit better at managing people. But I do. I think this is a worthwhile endeavor, and I think there's something to be said for doing things correctly.
There's a lot to be said for that. Yeah. I just came from speaking at an architectural firm.
In Oregon?
No, this was in just today down in Houston.
Oh, sorry. Since Sunday.
And they're all stuck in an Apollonian mindset, which when you explore that, you end up with minimalism, where all the spaces are parsed into geometrical subsets, and everything is austere and perfect and clean and perfectly milled. And they don't know about organic texture and shape. Talk about that.
Well, it's my best quotes really come from Dan, that if you have a bump in the wall, you have a bump in the wall. You're gonna cook dinner, you're gonna eat breakfast, you're gonna go to work, and that bump's gonna be there, and it's not gonna have any impact on your life. But the links builders will go to ensure there's no bump in the wall lead to piles and piles of waste and expense that are unnecessary. A bump in the wall is a bump in the wall, and if it's going to save you money, maybe we could put more people in houses that they own.
Good take. Any other remarks you want to make?
Oh, poop. No. I'll work on my camera persona.
That was pretty good.